So remember how I was making those shorts about me not having this year's advent calendar? So I got last year's advent calendar because it's really expensive to get in Canada. If you buy from Lionel, the shipping's like $50. My parents didn't listen. I didn't actually tell them, but we got this year's advent calendar because Lionel's really expensive. This was actually from Lionel. We bought it from Lionel. $50. Shipping and duties. So, instead of doing a daily video, because it's a little late when I've gotten this is the 19th today. I had this on the 13th, but I was gone. We're going to just look over all these. We're going to do a quick little open each. And then we're going to do a final review of all of them. So, yeah, let's get opening this thing. Also, happy Christmas Eve, because I think this is when I'm releasing this. So anyways, let's get this out of the box. Let me stop yapping. And let's see what this year's advent calendar's got, other than these 3 die cast. Harrison Burton. I love that I gotta use the 0.5 camera for this. First notices, before we even start, it looks like the same background as last year. I could be wrong. We'll compare it later on, but let's get started. What are we today? The 19th, when I'm actually recording this. So, we got a couple days to do. So let's start with the 13th, or day 1. Of course, the camera cuts out as I'm opening this. Thank you so much. All right, here's the first card. On day 1, you would have gotten the Ross Chastain #1 Choice Privilege card. I believe this is a 2025 card. I don't remember this racing much, though. My guess is ran very few races, but we'll cover it later on, I guess. Very nice card, though. I love the little black. Like, the black one looks good. This is my first Chastain. Like, this is a 2022 car for Next Gens. So this is absolutely a win for me. But I dig it. I wish it was actually kind of more of a primary scheme. Maybe not necessarily a primary scheme, but ran more, because I don't remember seeing this run that much this season. So, pretty good day 1. You got car #1, theoretically. All right, day 2 now, which would have been the 14th. My goat. There he is. Look at that. And so on day 2, you would have gotten the Justin Allgaier #1 Brandt Peach. Orange? Brandt orange car for sure. Take a look at that. This probably would have ran at the beginning of the season. I guess like Daytona. I kind of wish we got the corn car, but I think that may have been actually being produced in 2025. Like it might have been offered originally. But still pretty nice. I didn't know how I feel about all the different fruits this year and all the different I guess produce. I guess that's a better word of saying produce. It was a bit of a mixed bag this year. We had a cotton one. We had a bean one, I think, that looked like a bunch of weed. It was weird. Anyways, this one, though, looks pretty nice. I love the orange 7 on that, though, as well. So we've gotten a Cup and Xfinity car. I'm guessing maybe a truck here? No. It's a Cup car. And it's a Chris Buescher. And so day 3 would have been the Chris Buescher Kroger Thomas, I don't even know what Thomas is, Ford for RFK. I don't know if we got a Buescher Kroger car at any point this year. I think probably one's on pre-order, and it's coming soon, I would assume. But if not, this one's decent. Very weird. This reminds me a lot of the Allgaier. Got some, this has some Philadelphia looking cream cheese on the bagel. Yeah, that's what Thomas is. I don't know. But yeah, very odd looking Kroger car. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I necessarily like this, or this kind of orange, green, yellow. I don't even know what this color is, man. I think it changes throughout the car. It is a little odd, but it is a new Chris Buescher on the new mold, and it is a Kroger car nonetheless. So that is pretty cool. This bagel is just really annoying me. Day 4, or the 16th of December. Oh, it's the first. Okay, so last year we didn't get a cover card till the end. This year, it's day 4 with the Chase Elliott Universe card. Obviously now this car, I believe, changed. I don't know. Has this car changed? Maybe it didn't. Maybe this was one car that didn't actually change paint schemes this year. I think it did. But yeah, it's very... I like this more than the throwback, but it's a very bland... It's just a weird looking... Not a weird looking car. It's just a bland looking car. It looks like a test car, honestly. I do miss those old Universe cars from like 2020. I just had the green like this, but then you had some white in there. It was really nice. This one, it just feels like we got the old Hendrick, or the new Hendrick designers in, and this is the first car they made. And it went all wrong after that. I don't know what's going on with these two little lines right there, but it's kind of odd to look at. But I believe this is also the first Universe car for me for Chase Elliott in the collection, which is, that's all right, I guess. It's better than the All-Star car. 17 or day 5, however you want to say it. Still haven't got a truck diecast. And it's not going to change now. We get another cover car. So I wonder if we're going to have a cover car the day after as well. This is how we're going to do it. Alright, here is the Harrisonburg number 25 Dead on Tools. Oh, let me zoom in there. There we go. Here is the Harrisonburg number 25 Dead on Tools Ford. Should be Mustang Dark Horse, but it's on the old Ford mold, so it looks awful. I just want to point out also the graphic, when they release these diecasts on the cover art, it's on the normal Ford mold, like the new one. It's on this old one that we've had since, I don't know, 2017. Yeah, it just looks weird, doesn't it? It does. I don't know why Lionel hasn't changed this yet. I get Ford's not in the series anymore, basically. But come on. I think this is one of the two main primary paint schemes that Harrison had this year. He also had Dex imaging for a large amount of the season. However, I don't know if we're getting that diecast, but this is indeed, I believe, an exclusive to this pack, which is pretty nice. I like having these random Xfinity cars. And although I think this is the new Sigma team, perhaps, hopefully they keep the 25 car around. 18th, or the 6th day. We're almost halfway. This will be the halfway mark here. And oh, hello, beautiful. What are you? I thought today we would get the other cover car, which is the truck. Instead, we got a better truck, the Corey Heim number 11 Safe Light truck. Oh my god, this is probably one of the most anticipated diecasts of this whole year. We were hoping we got a Corey Heim. I think it got canceled, obviously. And now we got this one, which is so much better. Oh my god. Wow. I did not think we were going to get a Corey Heim diecast, but after the year he had, it was kind of, we kind of had to. And the championship car is going to look so dumb. It'll probably get canceled as well. So this might be the only Corey Heim we ever get, but I'm not complaining because I have it now. God, I actually really like the Safe Light car now. Our truck. I used to hate the white, but it's growing on me. I still think the black and red is better, but this is still pretty good. Actually, the 19th. So day 7. We've got 6 more days to come. So, I mean, 6 more days till Christmas. In a way. I don't know. Anyways, let's get open it. And here's the cover truck. The final cover diecast is the number 99 Ben Rhodes Campers in Ford F-150. There we go. I don't remember seeing this truck run much, but I'm assuming this was actually a primary sponsor for Rhodes. He just had a really quiet year this year. I mean, I just don't even remember him on track half the time. Did he even make the playoffs? He may have just squeaked in, but I don't know if he even actually made them. He must have made the playoffs, but just got eliminated first round, I think. It was just a bad year to be Ben Rhodes. He sacrificed everything to luck into that 2023 championship, and it's just gone wrong ever since. But I do like the orange color on this. This is actually a very nice diecast. I didn't think I'd like this at first, but it's definitely growing on me now. Alright, it's day 8 now. Well, actually, it's not. Today is Christmas Eve when I'm uploading this. However, I've been gone again, so I have to do all this again. I'm not really good at keeping up with this advent calendar. Anyways, let's just take a look at what we got here, because we're just going to do the next, I don't know, 5 days. Is there 5 days? Yes, there is. So let's get these out. I've also moved the camera so I could actually get to these diecasts. Take a look at this one. On day 8, it is the Williams Swalich number 18 Sound Gear gray car. They had a white one run at the end of the season, so I don't know what's going on with the suspension. I just felt this thing's a little wobbly. You know what? I think every single 18 diecast in Xfinity that's ever been produced has always had something wrong with suspension. I've yet to have a good one. This isn't that bad. I don't think you'll notice it like, too heavily. It's just really flimsy when it's like that. However, still a very nice car, and well, obviously it's an exclusive. Duh. But yeah, I do really actually like this paint scheme, probably more than the white one that he ran at Daytona when I was there. The gray just works better with it. Day 9 now. Take a look what we got here. Ooh. Hello. And so day 9 is the Todd Gilliland, yes, I got that right, number 34 Love's Travel Stop Ford Mustang from FRM. Very surprising this car did not get made this year. I believe it was made last year, or made Authentics last year at some point. For some reason, I think this one was produced with the new Ford Mustang front end. However, it's nice to have a Todd Gilliland car. I think this is my first Todd. And I get an updated front end for the 34 because the last one I had was the Horizon car. It's just a simple car, though. I think this is my first time I've actually bought a Love's car. I've always just gotten, like, the alternate schemes or whatever. This is the first time I've actually purchased a Love's Travel Stop Cup Series car. I have a bunch of trucks. So, pretty cool. I was wondering why I was kind of weird holding this, but that's probably why. Everything looks good on it, though. Again, we'll cover it later on more, but very nice find. I'm glad, actually, this one got added. It's nice to have FRM get some more diecast. Day 10. Let's see what we got. Oh, the one thing I didn't want to do. Okay, we covered. Ooh. There we go. So, day 10 is the Christopher Bell, number 20, Research Fine Foods Phoenix 2025 win. Obviously, I guess this won't be made in Winter Circle now because it's here. Interesting to note, I don't think this one has that glossy finish that we had on the Ryan Blaney Discount Tire Martinsville win in last year's advent calendar, which I like. This looks a lot better. Honestly, I don't know why we put a glossy finish on a race win diecast on a 164 specifically, when it isn't like a liquid color, really exclusive. The confetti looks pretty minimal on this actually, but it stands out a little bit. Still, this racer card looks a lot better now. It used to look a lot worse. I just wish they could maximize this area like they do. Or I wish the Ream card could maximize the area like this card does. Otherwise, though, it doesn't seem like anything crazy for race damage either. Kind of forgot who won this race. What a finish, though. 11 now. Let's get going. Not the greatest opening. Oh. Okay, then. Day 11 is a Dale Sr. number 3 Good Wrench car. That's some sort of, I can't even tell you the year yet. I'll do some research before I go over this again. Personally, not a big fan of having classic cars in this advent calendar. I believe this is one of the non-exclusives though, because this looks a lot similar to that one that was in Winter Circle and in the Classic Wave that got released this year. I'm trying to see if it says a year. It looks like it says 85 to 89 Monte Carlo right there. Or 86 maybe. I don't know. It's a little odd to have. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely when we could have had a couple others. I don't think this is probably the best call to make. I'm also not a big fan of the red interior. No, I'm not. I don't like it. It just looks like it's like supposed to be white and it's just really dried up or just faded off now. Can't redo this one. But the final car in the 2025 NASCAR Advent Calendar is hopefully a Joey Logano. Please be a Joey Logano. No. Oh, okay. Let's get this out. A Dale Jr. Sundrop late model car. This is actually the first late model I have gotten from Lionel, or in general. It's weird. It's thick. I feel like I'm holding a Spin Master 164 again. This is interesting. This will be kind of interesting to review. I don't mind actually having a late model in this, because late models are a big thing this year. We'll see how they are next year. If we get one next year, I'd probably hope it isn't a junior. The Sundrop number 8 card looks really good, though. There's a little bit of that glossy Galaxy finish on there again. Not sure if that's supposed to be accurate. Again, I will check that before we go over all this again. It works well, though, with this one. If we get these Galaxy finishes on the last day 12 every single year, though, I mean, that's just the thing. And this is just weird to look at, though, because this is, like I said, this is my first late model I've gotten. I just haven't been a big fan of buying these. I'd rather buy just the main 3 series, but it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. But there you go. Those are the 12 days. Really? Yeah, we're just gonna leave that there. All right. Those are the 12 days of the NASCAR Advent Calendar. Let's go get myself like a desk actually here, and let's just take a bit more of a review and talk over this a bit, because I got a couple things I want to share about this year's Advent Calendar. So let's get into it. As you see, I was recording on my floor for this part. All the cars out of the box is I guess it's just the box. First thing first, I want to talk about actually the background itself. It's basically I have last year's actually right here with me just to show the comparison. It is, I believe, the exact same box background, which I don't necessarily like. I wish they would have kind of changed it up a little bit. We do get a different track, though. This is very, like, Daytona-ish, like. This one kind of gets, like, a... Oh, what's that? This one kind of has, like, a Charlotte vibe. Neither really accurate at all. It's kind of just a fantasy track. But it kind of looks like those two. So those change, which is nice. And, of course, the front changes a little bit with the cover cars. But, anyways, let's get going here. And just take a quick little more gander at the rest of these cars. Because I only briefly covered them when I got them out of the box. So the Ross Chastain Choice Privilege car, again, very much, I would assume it ran very early in the season. I couldn't tell you again which race, but it is nice. I feel like many Rosses weren't actually offered this year. I guess it's also pretty early still. I can't believe I'm saying that in December, but we have the Busch car. I think his Kubota car ended up getting produced. And then we'll probably have a couple other, like the Busch Throwback maybe, and a Busch Peach Orange or whatever. That'll probably get produced later on, but so far I haven't seen too many either. I guess also the Trackhouse test car. So maybe there's been a lot of Rosses produced, but I haven't found any except for this one. But it still looks really nice. I mean, I don't necessarily think of this like a Chastain car. This really reminds me of a Daniel Suarez car if this was the 99. However, I like it. It's a good mix of colors. It's a little modern, a little bit of a aggressive look on the left side and the right side as well, but a very nice diecast. I don't have anything bad to say about it. My assumption, it probably ran like Vegas or Coda or something early in that season, like it always happens, seemingly. I don't know why. But yeah, this one is pretty dang cool. And again, it is an exclusive. We'll cover the 2 exclusives as we go on. Maybe I should have done those ones first. Up next, the Allgaier number 7 car. I believe this is actually what ran at Daytona. So again, they kind of fit the memo of you got to have diecast. If you have a 2025, it's pretty early in the season. That is being produced. This is the same. I don't mind it. I kind of like the peach car. It's growing on me more and more now. Especially with us getting we kind of got the corn car with Allgaier's championship last year. So get those 2. We just need the cotton car and the weed looking car. I don't even know what that vegetable or produce, whatever produce that is, but I'm just gonna call it the weed car always, even though there is actual weed cars that are offered sometimes, like Busch's car. Also, I didn't notice this before, the little orange on the top of the 7. That's pretty cool. Just a little extra detail there. No one doesn't mind though. I don't mind those. Bunch of contingencies here. I don't necessarily know if I will do a review on these. I think we'll kind of call this the review of anything. So here's a quick little gander at it. I want to see if this left side and the right side are the same. It looks like it. Yeah, I would say the left side and the right side are the same, which I'm glad. I think I would have liked it a lot less if it was like different. If we had like the small, medium, large oranges, and then just completely random ones on this side. Also, those are oranges, right? I'm not losing it. That is an orange. Yeah. This one I'm not a big fan of still. I'm still trying to grow on it. It's the bagel. The Chris Buescher 2017 number 2025 number 17 Kroger Thomas car. My guess it only ran one race, probably Atlanta as well. I just don't like it. Of all the Kroger cars we could have gotten, I just don't think of this as a Kroger car, mostly because the logo is not the Kroger blue. It kind of sucks. I wish we could. I don't know if he ran a blue Kroger car at any point this year, as I put up a photo of the closest one I could find. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad we got a Busher though. I am glad about that. It's just bagels. It's an actual bagel. Just at least the oranges, it looks like a cool design. They legit just have they have a bagel. One bagel, I guess, because it's split in half. With Philadelphia cheese, cream cheese. That's all. And it just annoys me. It's also just a weird collection of colors, I think. Leave it to Kroger, I guess, to have some kind of janky paint schemes. Why can't we have that Ryan Priest, like, 60-second minute race? Or number 60 minute race, but they turned it into, like, a 60-second thing. That was kind of funny. Kind of with the first non-exclusive, the Chase Elliott number 9 UniFirst car. We've got to have a Chase Elliott car. Always, I don't know why. I wouldn't mind next year not having a Chase Elliott car because every single one of them gets produced. And this is kind of, I feel like, a waste of a, how can I say this? A waste of a spot? I would say at least, because we've already been given this. Of course, I'm going to say that with the non-exclusives. But that's just how, in my opinion, views it. I don't like this little area over here, the Lumar, the Coca-Cola, and the Prime logo. I guess that's the only place they could put it. I mean, they could have put it like down here, I guess, but maybe they didn't want that. But the UniFirst logo actually looks good on this. They just released his UniFirst car a couple weeks ago. It looks decent. It does. It looks all right, I guess. It's better than the Kelly Blue Book car. Jesus, that thing's a mess. But yeah, as one of the two exclusives, I don't totally mind it. I figured Lionel was going to need a Chase Elliott car. They've done it every year has had a Chase Elliott car, actually, I think. 2023, which was the first year of this advent calendar, we got the Kelly Blue Book car. Last year we had the Lumar car, which I think may have been actually an exclusive, which was kind of weird. And then this year we had the UniFirst car. So, yeah. Nothing too much to complain about. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what this little thing is right there. Why? It's not even straight, man. It's just there. It annoys me. It really does. Also, that UniFirst logo on the back is kind of not centered, but they can't really center it because of how large the logo is. So I'll give them a pass on that one, although it would look better white. But can we just bring back the old Chase Elliott UniFirst car, the green and the white one? That one looked pretty nice. I liked it. Quick little pause. We're back now for me. Up next, the Harrison Burn number 25 Dead On Tools Chevrolet for the now kind of defunct AM Racing. That's now, is that the new Sigma team? I think it is, right? I keep on getting like Sigma, Nitro, and a couple other teams, messed up with a who's who and such. But believe this is now Sigma Racing, or whatever they're called. It's such a dumb name. I hate it. I can't wait for 6-7 Racing next year. Jesus. Most notably, the only major issue with this diecast is it's on the wrong mold. Because, as I've said multiple times over and over, Lionel does not want to give us a new Ford mold. Sure, obviously, I keep on talking about this. I'm not going to go over too much, but if we're going to update the Chevy mold, the smallest things year after year, I think we can get a new Ford mold. Like, maybe then we would have gotten more Ford diecasts. Anyways, this car actually looks pretty darn good. I don't think the Dex Imaging one got made either this year, so I think this is going to be the only Harrison Burn number 25 car that's currently going to be offered and available, which is interesting. Not interesting. I would have expected, though, that they would have made one in the Gold Series. Specifically, the Dex Imaging car, I thought it was actually pretty popular. I liked it, especially because I went to the Daytona Night Race. Of course, that was the sponsor there, so I wish they would have made that one, but at least we have a 25 car, and yeah, can't complain too much. I don't know why they changed, because they had the 15 last year, right? Because I just remember this Airbox sponsorship here being the sponsor for Haley Deegan, when she was in like 15 cars for like, you know, a little over half the season. Supposed to be the full season, but, you know, she was awful. So I don't know why they changed the numbers, but there's that. Up next, probably the most valued car in this entire set, maybe of the whole year, which is crazy, I think. But a Corey Heim number 11 Safe Light Toyota Tundra. It's taken way too long. But he's been, this was his at least third, possibly fourth full-time season. And we've really only got one diecast made, 2 when the championship car comes out, but it's going to be inaccurate because it's going to have that lovely Craftsman logo right on the number or on the roof, so you won't actually have a number on it. I don't get how this hasn't been made yet. I'm really glad they ended up making it at some point, even if it's in a pack, which maybe some people aren't going to be able to purchase because the price. It's dependent. Whatever. Either way, so happy I have this one. I think the value of this car alone probably makes up for most of the set. Like if you wanted to, if you're a Corey Heim hater, you could sell this diecast and probably get you could probably build a nice solid profit if you sold the rest, sold this whole, even just, sorry, if you bought this pack and sold the Heim, you would probably return a decent heavy profit, possibly. But look good. I like the black one he ran in 2024 a little bit more than this car, but I'm not gonna complain because at least we have a diecast of this one. It's about time. It is about time we got a Tricon truck. In general, I don't think we haven't gotten a Tanner Gray ever. Gio didn't get a truck made. I'd expect him to get one made next year, maybe. Tony Breidinger, I think she's getting a truck made actually. Later on, it'll be released. I think Tricon might have another truck. Do they have the one truck? Maybe. Anyways, really happy we have this one. The final cover car, or cover truck, is the Ben Rhodes number 99 Campers in RV truck. Nice orange. I believe this one actually has been produced before. Some sort of race version. I don't think it would have been. I don't think it was his 2023 race win from the championship. But I think it may have been just some other random race win he had either in 2024 or possibly also in 2023. It was pretty similar to this car. I'll put up a photo here just so you can see what I mean. Maybe it's the wrong sponsor. I'm just thinking of it wrong. But I remember the truck being somewhat similar. I just remember this. I just can't think of it perfectly because all the confetti, that's all I think of. That's how that works, I guess. But it looks good. I haven't gotten a Ben Rhodes truck since his Daytona win in 2021. I think it was the Daytona road course win, actually. And that was on the Toyota truck, which is the same mold. It's just a different decal, obviously. But yeah, so it's nice to have a ThorSport Ben Rhodes with the correct manufacturer on the front end. I'm also surprised ThorSport, as of recording this, hasn't announced their lineup really yet. They only announced Majeski. I guess screw the other drivers. I don't really know what's going on with Rhodes, Garcia. Who else do they have? Who do they have in the 66 truck this year? I can't think of it. Not Mozak. I want to say Connor Jones, but no, I don't think it's Connor. Maybe it is Connor Jones. I didn't think it was, though. No. I don't know. Whoever it is. Anyways, ThorSport hasn't announced anything yet, which is kind of odd. Can't wait to see Johnny Sauter make his return, but still looks good. Speaking of Johnny Sauter, this Tenda sponsor has been with ThorSport for such a long time. Like, this is an old Johnny Sauter sponsor, I think, from at least 2019, which isn't old, I guess, but I mean, it's kind of old for Truck Series sponsors. Up next, another very high-valued car. This was like a good few days. Like, this little 4-day span right here, other than the Ben Rhodes truck, maybe, and who knows, maybe that's still high-valued. That was a pretty valuable 4-day stretch. This is the Williams Walsh number 18 Sound Gear gray version of the car. They made a white version. I think it was pretty dang similar. I think it's just all this little gray, black, whatever you want to call this stuff over here. It was all just changed to white. Maybe some of the orange was possibly moved around, but I don't think it was from what I saw at Daytona. But yeah, this car looks good. I like this one more than the white one he ran at Daytona when I was at the race, as I've said thousands of times over and over again. So I'm glad this one got produced. It just looks good. I really like the colors on this. I just wish the paint scheme was actually successful because Williams Walsh was awful this year. Maybe he'll be better next year. I don't know. I feel like he was slightly rushed. I always see him as like Toyota's version of Connor Zillage. There we go. Even though I think Walsh came into the series first. That's just always been my view of it. Like I think he's younger than me also, which is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Suspension is a little wonky on this car. Don't know why, but it is. And we're just going to have to live with that. but it's nothing crazy. The front end's still pretty nice. It's just a little wobbly on the rear axle, but still a wonderful car. I haven't really complained too much about the paint schemes other than maybe those two. That's all. The paint schemes actually are pretty good in this whole pack this year. I feel like last year we had a couple weird paint schemes, maybe not weird. We just got a couple random die-casts, I thought. This year, there's maybe a couple randoms, but even then, they're still good-looking paint schemes. Up next, the Todd Gilliland number 34 Loves Travel Stop Ford Mustang for Front Row Motorsports. I said this when I was opening the car. I'm surprised this didn't get made in Gold Series. I think maybe the Aaron's car got produced for either Zane Smith or Todd, and maybe a Grillo's Pickle car got made. And not the one I saw, obviously, at Daytona. But yeah, so nice to have this one. And I did check, it is my first Love's Cup car, which I can't believe. I have a K-Love car, but that's something completely different. That was also sponsored for FRM during 2018. I just can't believe I've never had a Love's Travel Stop car before this car in the Cup Series. Of course, I have the 2 Zane Smith Daytona wins and the Lane Riggs. I legit had the Lane Riggs like right here, actually. There it is. I have those, but yeah, I'm glad I finally have the Cup car version. And it's just a clean car. I hope they never change this paint scheme. They don't need to. It's simple, but it looks good. I feel like Lionel kind of screwed up. What's going on with this left side? All these cars, I feel like, have messed up left sides. Like, look at this logo for the Loves logo. It looks a lot better. I mean, it's still not great there. It just looks a lot less yonky and jonky and wonky and splonky because this heart is just, it's all the way up near the end of the C-pillar and almost into, like, the deck lid. I don't really know why it looks like that. I'd be interested to see if the actual car, if I can get a focus here, there we go, looks like that as you're now looking on the screen, but I don't know because I can't live edit this. Otherwise though, great car. I've always loved these Loves cars. Simple, but they get the job done. They look good. Wish the Joy Logano still looked good. Anyways, we have this year's like yearly race win car, I guess. Is the Christopher Bell number 20 Racers Fine Food Phoenix win. They had a great finish. I forgot how great it was. I watched it the other day, just the finish. Once I opened this car, and it was a good one. Like, I kind of forgot how good it was. Phoenix had some really great finishes this year, and just some poor outcomes. I wouldn't even say the Bell outcome was bad. The Hamlin one was devastating, though. I'm still speechless of that, but this car still looks really good. Better than the Ream car, like I say all the time. I really wish my camera would focus today, but it's not wanting to. There we go. But yeah, nothing crazy for race damage wise, I don't think. Maybe a couple little scuffs here on the side skirts. I don't know what's with these sponsors and just having food on the car now. What is that? I actually can't tell. It's way too blurry to tell what that is. Anyways, let's take nothing crazy here. Yeah, it's a pretty clean race win. Which for that final lap, I thought they were bumping around a little bit, but I guess Bell made it through pretty scot-free. I don't even think he was leading actually into that final corner. Or maybe he was. Him and Hanley pushed up or something. I totally forget actually now how it finished, even though I just watched it, but it was a memorable finish. I will say that. Probably one of the best this year. And the race version, it's pretty clean actually, which is nice. And the confetti is on a little bit on the windshield more or less. You don't see it too much actually on the Racers logo. It's there obviously, but you don't actually like notice it too much, which is nice. I like when race wins are like that, or if they're just caked in confetti, but I like having those differences here and there. And the final two, I don't. All right, 1988. This is the year of this car. I believe this was like one of RCR's first years, which is why this car's actually even got produced. This is just a waste. I'm sorry. This is great. This is a non-exclusive car. So I don't know why we're putting that. This just seems like a waste of a spot for me, because I think last year we had 3 trucks and 3 Xfinity cars along with your regular Cup cars. I gotta fact check this here. Hold on a second. No, we only got 2 trucks and 3 Xfinity cars. So 2 trucks, 3 Xfinity, and then 7 Cup cars. This year we get 2 trucks, 2 Xfinity cars, a late model, a classic, and then the rest are Cup cars. But I don't like having this car specifically in there. I think there's a lot better, just normal paint schemes you could have got. I would have been fine just picking out a random cup car that's been ran. Pick the Elliott. I don't know. I just find this one's a bit of a disappointment. I don't like the red interior. There's just a lot I don't like about this car. I like the idea. I just don't think this needs to be in the advent calendar for 2025 when it's a 1988 car, right? Even if it's a 2025 produced car. It's not 2025, okay? Sorry, that's just how I feel about it. So that was a bit of a letdown. And here is the last one. And yes, the paint scheme's been made, but it's got the glossy finish. So I guess every year, I gotta check in on the first year because I don't have that advent calendar. I guess the last year every year is a glossy galaxy kind of finish car, which this one is. That's the only difference on this Sundrop Chevrolet for JL Jr. Usually just have the normal green, but actually the galaxy finish, it works on this car. And if this is how we're gonna get galaxy finishes, this is how I want them. I want them to be on a car that actually makes it look good and not on a race win. But Sundrop car, everyone's seen it now, but it's kind of cool to have a late model in my collection. I'm not gonna buy them much. Maybe if they're authentics, I'll buy them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy them. So there you go. This is this year's advent calendar from Lionel. I would actually say this is probably the best one, other than this Dale Sr. car. It's a pretty solid year. I'm going to do my ranking of all these cars in a later date, along with last year's advent calendar. That's all coming later. I kind of want to rank the advent calendars, but I think I need to get the 2023 one first. And so maybe we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all. Merry Christmas. I will have a Christmas video up tomorrow, I guess, because I'm just built like that. Anyways, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.